Hi everyone, my name is Jessi and this is Yoga with Jessi. Today I have a yoga flow that's just going to be all seated and we're going to be focusing on the shoulders, neck, and upper chest. So if you're ready to go ahead and hop on your mat. Let's get started. And when you're ready, go ahead and just close your eyes. You can bring your palms facing the ceiling, or you can place them on your knees, whatever feels right for you today. Go ahead and just close your eyes or soften your gaze. And we're going to take some deep breaths in and out just to ground ourselves. So go ahead and take a deep inhale. Feel your chest expand, your rib cage expand. Hold at the top and go ahead and release. One more time. Take a deep inhale. Feeling your chest expand, your shoulders maybe raise. Hold at the top. And H-E, exhale. Go ahead and just take a moment to ground yourself while you continue to breathe. See what it is that you're feeling. Go ahead and if your shoulders are inching their way up to your ears, go ahead and release them down. Just kind of get the wiggles out. Unclench your jaw, release any facial expression you might have, so tuning into the forehead specifically. Can you release any other parts of your body? Are you gripping anywhere? Can you release your thighs? Just getting really loose in the seated position. And if you're comfortable, you can go ahead and flutter your eyes open if they aren't already. And you're going to take an inhale. Exhale, start to round forward. We're going to do some torso rolls here. Really get into this as you continue to breathe. Really invite any movement that feels right for you. We're just going to warm the spine up, warm the body up. Really feel free here to take in any movement that feels right. And go ahead and slow it down. Inhale. Exhale, reverse. Continuing to breathe, seeing what feels right on this side. Might be a little bit different. If you want to close your eyes, you're more than welcome. If not, it's totally okay as well. Really get into it in your body. I like to really move through the movement. And begin to slow it down. And when you're ready, go ahead and take an inhale. Exhale, begin to roll your neck. I guess counterclockwise. Whatever direction works for you, it doesn't really matter. We're going to rotate anyways. Take it nice and slow. See if you can feel every muscle get a little bit of a pull. And close your eyes if that feels welcoming to you. If not, you can keep your eyes open. And gently slow it down and go the other direction. Do a slow stop. Go ahead and see what you're feeling. You're going to go ahead and take your left hand and you're going to place it down on the earth, or perhaps you can also leave it up to the side here. And then we're going to take your right hand, placing it on your left ear, and you're just gently going to pull your neck towards the right. So again, that's your right hand to your left ear, pulling your head to the right. Every inhale, go ahead and see if you can very gently, ever so slightly, just pull a little bit deeper without hurting yourself. Remember, we're looking for sustainable discomfort. So what does that mean? It means, can you hold this position for 2 minutes? If the answer is no and you're itching to get out of it, I would say that's beyond the threshold of sustainable discomfort, perhaps. And just to lighten up just a little bit, because we don't want pain. That's the one thing we don't want here. And if you're ready, you can go ahead and release your hand back down to the earth, come back to a neutral position. Take a moment here to see how both sides of your neck area feels. And you're going to take your right hand, place it down on the earth. Take your left hand, bring it over your head, placing your hand to your right ear, your left hand to your right ear, and pulling your head towards the left. Checking in here to make sure that your shoulders are away from your ears. Relaxing your shoulders. Tuning back into our jaw. Can we unclench, release any expressions from our face? Where else can we let go of while we're in this stretch? Letting our bodies know that it's perfectly safe to be here. Can we just let gravity do its thing, pulling us closer to the earth? Closing your eyes, if that feels nice for you today. And when you're ready, placing your hand back down to the earth, taking a moment to see what sensations you're feeling throughout your entire body, specifically also tuning into your neck to see what you're feeling. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and place your hands on your knees. And we're just going to go ahead and start to invite some gentle movement in here. So I want you to open your chest. I want you to think about bringing your shoulder blades together and pushing them down your spine. This will really open your chest up. And just begin to look up towards the ceiling. Imagine a string just pulling your nose up towards the ceiling. And drawing your nose back down a straight line, down the midline, towards the earth. Dropping your head as much as you can, feeling the stretch, perhaps around the upper back, lower neck. Again, the string is pulling your nose towards the ceiling, through the midline while you press your shoulder blades together and down the back. One more time. Coming back to a neutral position, tuning in to see what you're feeling. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and do some shoulder rolls. So you can either place your hands on your knees, or you can just kind of let them droop here. But you're going to go ahead and start to roll backwards. So think about, if we're in neutral position, you're going to roll forward with the shoulder caps, up, focusing on the shoulder blades, bringing them down towards your lower back. Again, up, shoulder caps up, shoulder blades down the spine. Slowing it down and just reversing in the other direction. So now bringing the shoulder blades together, moving them up the spine, shoulder cap towards your ears, and then towards the front of your room. A good way to think about chest openers is to think about smiling your collarbones forward. So as we're rotating towards the back, so if we're moving our shoulders backwards, think about smiling your collarbones forward. And hunching down just a little bit. And when you're ready, come back to a neutral position. That was our little warm-up for our seated cat-cows. So again, I want you to think about, for the cow pose, we're going to go ahead and we're going to smile our collarbones forward as we press our chest forward. And you can use your hands as a little bit of leverage as you push on your knees, just a little bit. So think about pressing forward and then curling in, dropping your chin towards your chest, curling your spine. Opening up for cow, smiling your collarbones forward, dropping your shoulder blades down your back. Cat, drop the chin, curl your spine, send your gaze down to the earth. Cow, smile your collarbone, drop your shoulder blades. One more cat. Coming back to a neutral position. I'm going to go and rotate for this, but you can stay where you are. You're just going to go ahead. Two options here. You can either, we can get a little bit of a toe stretch in this by sitting on our toes like this. So bringing your heels to your butt, curling the toes underneath, or if that's not comfortable for you, one option would be you can sit on your heels here, another amazing stretch for the ankle. Or if this also is not accessible for you, you can go ahead and just come up onto your knees like this. Again, you can place a towel underneath. This is hard on your kneecaps. But all three options are totally acceptable. I'm going to go ahead and get on my toes for a little bit of a toe stretch. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a bound hand chest opener. So what this is going to look like is you're going to take both your hands, you're going to grasp, so like hold your hands together, and I want you to think of keeping your arms as straight as you can without locking them. You don't want to lock them. So bringing your shoulder blades down your back so you open your chest, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. You're just going to go ahead and first feel this sensation. Keeping your hips stacked underneath your shoulders at this moment to keep a straight posture. And you're just going to go ahead and press down towards the earth. Option or opportunity to begin to press your hands in a straight line up towards the ceiling. Again, keeping your shoulders away from your ears, thinking about pressing your shoulder blades down your spine to open the chest, keeping your hips stacked underneath your shoulders. You don't want to go like this, right? You want to keep a good neutral spine. We want to open the chest without hurting our lower spine. So if it's in your practice, you can go ahead and begin to lift your arms while still checking in on the posture here. If that's not accessible and you just want to come down, other option, we'll be here for a little bit, so I'll give you one more option in this stretch. You can bring your forehead down to the earth and begin to bring your hands towards the ceiling. If you want a bit more of a challenge, you can point your fingers up towards the ceiling and begin to push your shoulders up. Thinking about bringing your shoulder blades close together down the spine, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Wherever you're at, go ahead and gently release. Support yourself back up. Coming back to a neutral position, taking a moment to see what sensations you're feeling. This is a very deep chest opener. So taking a moment, feeling any temperature changes in that part of the body, sensations in other parts of the body, perhaps, since everything's connected. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead, we're going to take our right hand and we're going to wrap it around our head so that our right elbow is pointed towards the ceiling. Our right hand is flat on our back. Take your left arm, place it on your tricep or on your right elbow, and begin to pull your hand down the midline of your spine. Options here to send your gaze down, send your gaze up. That's not really accessible for me. I don't know if that's going to be accessible for you. You can also enter some gentle movement here with some yes and no's. Very slow, controlled. Tuning in to your lower spine, making sure that your shoulders are stacked over your hips so you're not arching. Keep a neutral spine. Keep your tailbone to the earth. Excuse me, not your tailbone, your sit bones to the earth. Can you release a little bit more into the earth? Just let go if you're holding on anywhere. Taking some deep grounding breaths here. Seeing if you can push a little bit deeper. Looking for that sustainable discomfort. And when you're ready, go ahead and place both your arms down on the earth, taking a moment to see what sensations you're feeling, tuning in to the parts of the body that we were just stretching, and tuning into other parts of the body as we are all connected. Everything's connected. And when you're ready, you're going to go and take your left arm, wrapping it over your head so that your left hand is on the midline of your spine. You're going to take your right arm and you're going to bring it to your left elbow. And you're going to press your left elbow down so that your right hand is riding down the midline of the spine. Checking in to your lower spine to make sure that your hips are stacked underneath your shoulders. You have a neutral spine. With each inhale, can you press a little bit deeper without hurting yourself? And when you're ready, gently place your hands back down to the earth. Tuning in to see how you're feeling, what sensations are there. And when you're ready, you're going to take your left hand, bringing it to your right knee, and you're going to enter a twist. So you're just going to go ahead and gently press on your right knee and begin to face towards the back of the room. Tuning in to the shoulders again to make sure that you're not collapsing into yourself, so your shoulders are away from your ears. You have a straight spine, opening up your chest. So a good way to encourage a straight spine is to think about twisting from the torso and opening up the chest. Remember, think shoulder blades together and press down the spine. If that means that you need to release a little bit, do so. You can go ahead and deepen the twist in your neck if you want. So you're getting a full spinal twist here. Coming back to a neutral position, taking a moment to see what you're feeling. And then you're going to take your right hand, placing it on your left knee, taking your left hand, placing it behind you for support, gently pushing on your left knee, and turning your body towards the back of the room. Option here to twist your neck a little bit deeper towards the back of the room to offer a full spinal twist. Finding a comfortable position that feels right to you, looking for that sustainable discomfort for your body today. Checking in to make sure that your shoulders are away from your ears. Press your shoulder blades together and down your spine to encourage an open chest. Twist from the torso. Inhale. Come back to neutral spine. The last stretch that we're going to do is going to be a butterfly. So bring your feet to touch, soles of your feet to touch. Take a moment here and fly it out. Encourage some movement. This is going to be really good for the hips. And option here to just stay here. A little bit of free time here. You can either twist if that twist felt good. Again, this would be a little bit of a deeper twist here. Option here to also come down to the earth if that's available to you. Just support your head. And walk your hands out forward. Or you can just stay in a butterfly here. I'm going to go ahead and come down to the earth and drop my head with a little bit of support. Supporting yourself back up. Returning back to an easy seated position. And just tuning in to see how you feel. How does your upper body and mid body feel after that stretch? I'm just going to take a few deep breaths here. You can bring your hands to prayer position or leave them where they are. Thank you so much for watching my video. My name is Jessi, and I'm currently on my journey of becoming a yoga instructor. I use this channel as a way to develop my voice, be vulnerable, and just get really good at teaching. So if you want to watch my journey and you liked what you saw, hit subscribe, like, and comment. It would be really helpful and supportive towards the growth of my channel. And if you have any constructive criticism, I'm always open to hearing it. Otherwise, I will see you at the next video. Thanks so much. Have a great and blessed day.